Hi everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Dina here, littlewidow.com, Littlest Widow on Instagram. I wanted to just do a really quick chat naturally. I have the blinds all weird because the sun's in my face, and the second I start talking, the sun goes down. Whatever, that's fine. It's daylight. How about that? This is like the first daytime video I ever made. It's completely foreign. I even have coffee here. It's incredible. So this is going to be posted under the star stuff section of the website. There's a full moon tonight at 0 degrees 39 minutes of Gemini, and I feel like it's going to be a really powerful moon. So I just wanted to make a point of saying something about it quick. Typically when I talk about astrological things, I do like to include a chart and stuff like that, and I can definitely link one, but I just in the essence of time, in case anybody was watching this tonight who can take advantage of the moon, I think it's going to be a really powerful night to set some intentions. In general, full moons tend to be a time to kind of sometimes they're like a harvest time, like you're going to reap what you sow. But they're also really good for releasing, I always like to use the phrase, release that which does not serve me. That said, I feel like when you get a real powerful one, there is nothing that aids a manifestation more than a powerful full moon. I feel like I don't like to be too political with these things, but I just kind of feel like the way our country is right now, and with all the crap going on, I kind of feel like it's not a coincidence that this really powerful moon is happening on Thanksgiving, right at 0 degrees of Sagittarius. It's a really optimistic moon. So the card that I kind of pulled to represent this, and I am going to put a little thing on Instagram about this, is it's the Fool from the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery deck. That deck, he kind of, Robert Place, it's a beautiful deck, and you will see me use this a good bit. He equates a lot of the cards with the virtues. So this is, foolishness. It's the opposite of prudence, certainly. Stultitia, they call it. I mean, maybe I'm saying that with too much of an Italian accent, but I can't help it, I'm Italian. She has little donkey ears like an ass, and her dog with her, who looks like an Italian greyhound, actually. I feel like she looks like me, That's gonna be my first Instagram post too, because it's a new start, and I think I certainly love making an ass out of myself. I do. I'm proud to be an ass. It's like that scene in Serendipity when Jeremy Piven's character says, "You're an ass," and he says it in the best way possible. That's the energy I kind of think you should try to harness tonight. Obviously, give thanks. It's there is no spell like gratitude. There is no energy like being grateful for what you already have, and that will go a long way. But I just feel like Sagittarius, we're at 0 degrees of Sagittarius tonight. And Sagittarius, and Jupiter is right there. Jupiter is at 3 degrees, and this full moon is opposing that. So whatever sector of your chart where that opposition is happening, there is a chance for a real fresh start, for a real positive energy, a chance for you to manifest whatever it is that you've been needing. It's just very optimistic, and it is getting a square from Mars, which can make some frustrations, things that have been building for a long time, might really come to a head. I mean, try not to get into drama with your family if possible, because it could, there might be some tense energy around anyway. But if you can avoid any negativity, if you can avoid the fighting, I think it's just such a positive moon. Anytime anything is at 0 degrees, you pay attention to it. It is more powerful, and it is interesting. A lot of our full and new moons this year are at 0 degrees. So I just feel like there's going to be a lot of pivotal stuff happening. And again, I don't think when I think of Sagittarian principles, right? And Jupiter rules Sagittarius. and Jupiter just moved into Sagittarius. They're democratic. It's freedom loving. It's altruism. It's everything that America is supposed to be, right? Accepting of different viewpoints, broad-minded, all of these things. And I just, it's like, it's interesting. I was thinking of it when I was spatchcocking the turkey last night, that this is 0 degrees of Sagittarius this year, at a time when it seems like we have so much less of what America was supposed to be right now than we have in such a very long time. It doesn't seem equal. It doesn't seem freedom loving. It doesn't seem broad-minded. It doesn't seem like any of those things right now. And, it's like how Christmas is basically kind of like it's like a co-opted pagan holiday, right? Like it was originally about Saturn, and then it turned into a solstice festival, and so it's at 0 degrees of Capricorn, which Saturn and Capricorn go together. So I guess that was hence when it was. And then they ended up tacking Christmas on the end of it, and it's like, I mean, really, no matter what your viewpoint is on Catholicism, I mean, any biblical scholar or theologians, like they say Jesus was born in the summer. Or the spring rather. So it's like, it's just completely co-opted. And it's interesting because I do think like this is such a bloody holiday. Like if you look at the history, right? I mean, it was like we broke bread with these people and then we stole their country, raped them, and murdered them, right? I mean, that's pretty much what happened. Right? I mean, and all progress, unfortunately, seems to be based on, the blood and the bones of less vicious people. But that's, so I hope that this is a turning point almost, that we can get our mojo back, like get our freedom loving back, our freedom loving nature back, and our positivity back, and be what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be the damn light in the dark. We're not supposed to be the dark. So again, I'll get off my soapbox, but it's just I feel like it's pivotal, being it's Thanksgiving. Micro macro, right? So in your own life, if you have your chart, look and see where 0 degrees of Sagittarius and Gemini fall in it. If you have any planets or angles in particular between, I would say, probably 28 degrees of Taurus and maybe 2 degrees of Gemini, and then the same, 28 or so degrees of Scorpio up to about 2 degrees Sagittarius, you're really gonna feel these. You're also really gonna feel this if you have anything in those degrees of, like on the Pisces Virgo axis, because Pisces is like, I think at 3 degrees or so, Mars is at 3 degrees or so of Pisces, so you're gonna hit that square. And there's a lot of energy happening. The nodes are square Uranus right now, who backed up into Aries. Neptune's about to turn direct, which is good, because that's made a lot of people confused and foggy lately. So there's a lot happening tonight, but just take advantage of this optimistic energy, right? Be a fool, okay? Be a fool. Tell someone you love them. Just anything that you want. Set an intention. I don't care if it seems unlikely. Gemini is ruled by, the lovers are correlated with Gemini. It's a twin flame kind of thing, especially if any of that hits any of your 7th house or your Venus. Set an intention, say it out loud, get in the moonlight. And then this card actually too is the Fortuna in this deck, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The whole zodiac is around it. This card I really do equate with Sagittarius quite a bit, which is why I'm showing it. Even though, my card for this moon is Stultitia, no question. But so tell your family you love them, set some intentions. If you can't get out there tonight, the moon will still be in Gemini tomorrow night. Typically, I think any kind of ritual or intention setting or anything like that works as long. Any ritual or intention setting is good if you need it. But I feel like before the moon changes signs, before it progresses into Cancer, it's going to be the most powerful. So I just wanted to say that. Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate the fact that you live in a place where you have internet access and some silly chick can just like talk on an iPad and put this online, and you know, it's random, right? Some people don't have that. You know, a lot of people don't have that, and we do. So if you're alone tonight, I hope this energy is a salve for you, and if you have family, then be thankful. But it's a good night to set some intentions, and I hope that this is starts a change for the collective as well as, you know, the individual. So, all right, good night.